What's up everyone, welcome back for another amazing intro template for After Effects, a follow-up updated version of the advanced glitch intro, now compatible with After Effects CS5.5 and above. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, make sure you do that, and also if you want to further support the channel and the creation of these templates, I suggest checking out my Patreon page in the link in the description below. Before we start editing, I suggest you go and download the font collection I put in the description. That's basically every font I use and I have installed on my computer. So do that first, then open the project file in After Effects. Starting off, open the project file, and the first thing you want to do is add a logo. So to do that, go to the project panel here, right click, import file, and import your logo. I'm going to use my own, so I'm going to open this one. Down here you have the logo composition, click on it, and as you can see you have the logo file. Click on it while holding Alt and dragging your logo above this one. You're going to change the logo and maintain the settings that are set for this one. In case you want the logo to be bigger or smaller, with this one selected, press S on your keyboard and change the size in here. I'm gonna keep it at 9%, and that's that. Of course, in here in the effects controls you have a fill option. I suggest leaving this one on because of the glow effect. If you turn this off or change the color to, let's say, yellow, you're gonna get something like this, because how the effect works is gonna blow up the colors. So I suggest leaving this one on white. Now for the texts, all you have to do is go to the text here, just double click on each and every one of these text layers, type in your desired name. I'm going to type official, and on the second one motions. And if you go to render final and watch, the animation is going to be a bit slow because this project is a bit heavy, and as you can see everything stays the same. Going back in the text composition, let's say you want only one text, you can hide the bottom one or the top one depending on which text you like the most, which font you like the most. I will use the first one for example. I'm going to press V. As you can see, I have the text tool selected. I'm going to press V, and with the text main control selected, I'm going to click and drag on this little red square here, and I'm going to try to center it as much as possible in the blue box. And if you want to preview it, go to render final, scrub the timeline, and as you can see, I only have one text layer that I wanted. In here, of course, you have the texture. If you don't want it, you can hide it also. Next, what you can do with this template is go to the composition here, the folder, expand it, and double click on the glitch composition. And in here you have the main effect, and you can change these colors here by going to the logo, effect controls. In case you don't have this panel, you can find it in Windows and effect controls, and if you click on it, it's gonna show up right here, at least it should. And in here, each of these compositions have this colorama effect. Just expand it, output cycle, and in here you have three colors: white, red, and a brighter red. You can move the inwards arrow around. I suggest leaving this one white so you don't blow up the text, as I said before, because of the glow effect and how it works. So what you want to do here, let's say you want a green, double click on the red, go for a desaturated green here. Okay, the second one, I'm going to choose a slightly darker green to give it some contrast. And to keep the look around for the text, I'm going to click on colorama, Control and C to copy it, go to text, click on this this panel here to make it selected. As you can see, you have a orangish border. Click on it, Ctrl V to copy the same settings. This way you have the same exact colors all over the board. So going to render final to watch out our effect. As you can see, the glow now it's green. One last thing I want to show you guys is the wall texture behind the text and also the glow here. It's gonna affect the glow here. So going in here in the project panel, you need to import an image as you did for the logo. So right click, import file. I'm gonna choose a file I have on my computer. As you can see, it's an 8K image. Of course, the bigger the image, the better, but the bigger the image, more heavier the project gets. So going into wall texture here, what I like to do is duplicate my work, so in case I don't like what I change, I have the same exact effect. So what I do, I click on the layer, Ctrl and D to duplicate it. I'm gonna hide the below layer, and with this one selected, I'm gonna do the same thing as for the logo, holding Alt and dragging on top of the texture. I'm gonna change and keep the exact same settings I have for this one here. So this one is an 8K image, this one is a 4K image, so this one is bigger. So if I want, I can scale it down a bit more for more detail, or even scale it up, but I'm gonna scale it down, and that's it. And going in the render final, it's gonna take some time to load. As you can see, the background changed and everything is good. Now, after you did all the editing, all you need to do is render the image. The easiest way to render any project file in After Effects, with the render final selected, this one is the final composition, I hold Ctrl plus M and the render queue pops up. In here, click on lossless, go to format, use AVI, H.264 or QuickTime for better quality and size. So I'm gonna use H.264, go to format option and change the bitrate to 90 and 100, click OK. And since this file has an audio file, check this audio output box and leave everything as default, click OK. Here you're gonna give it a name. For example, I'm gonna give it glitch FX video. Click save it somewhere on your computer, click save, and then render. That's all you have to do to edit this template. Thanks everyone for watching, and in case you encounter any problems, don't hesitate to ask. Also subscribe if you haven't already and turn on notification. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and consider supporting us on Patreon. Would help us make this type of content possible in the future. Thanks again for tuning in. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. You know I love the